Now, would you believe it, Michael? This next one, we have a Texas cop who lied,
What?
sworn to serve, protect. These are, again, the best.
Hope
This
this one
Texas
gets
cop
a
lied.
reprimand.
Verbal reprimand.
Yes.
And who knows? Let's see where the story goes. He lied about having a warrant prior to arresting a woman. Huh. This is according to Atlanta Black Star, our friends there. In Texas, Harris County Sheriff's deputy named Kenneth Daniel Price arrested an innocent Black woman named Lenisha Janea Parker without cause. He then used an imaginary warrant to obtain her house key to ransack her home. And maybe we'll rename this story next time to Cop Ransacks Woman's Home. Okay. What, like bananas, right? I mean, yes, lied about the warrant, but also, if this is true, involved in real criminal activity here. Let's give you details of the unlawful arrest. Incident took place January 2023 after Price confronted Parker outside a Chipotle during her lunch break from her job, arresting her without explaining why. Officers then drove her to her house, which was a short distance away, demanding she give them permission to search the home, which she refused unless she was able to accompany them. Instead, they took the keys from her purse and unlocked the front door to her home, where 3 officers searched it without a warrant or consent. Well, now you've gone into a Black woman's purse, and this is now, now we're heightened, okay? Because that's one thing you better not do. They did it, okay? That church women will tell you that. Learn that in Sunday school. Don't do that, baby.
Well, it has the snap on the top of it, right?
That's right. That's right. Thank you. This is brazen. While handcuffed Parker demanded to see a warrant, no warrant was ever produced because no warrant ever existed with her name on it. Price then transported her to jail, where he was unable to complete the paperwork since no warrant for her arrest existed. Despite this, she remained jailed and incommunicado from Friday till Sunday. You're going to spend the weekend here. A bond could not be posted because she was not in the system. Price conspired with other law enforcement officers to carry out this illegal kidnapping. Thank you. False imprisonment, causing her to miss returning to work on that Friday. I mean, they literally disappeared her. Despite no record on file for an active warrant, Harris County Magistrate Judge Lisa Gale Porter went along with Price's lies. Plaintiff says Porter failed to protect or intervene as Lenisha Parker's constitutional rights were violated, the claim states. She had no charges against Parker in her system. She failed to investigate. She concluded Ms. Parker should be held on a $5,000 bond for a felony warrant that did not exist. Not clear why Parker would have been granted a bond by a Harris County court if she was being held on a warrant from another jurisdiction. Continued harassment of the victim, according to a lawsuit. After Ms. Parker's release, Daniel Price called Ms. Parker and apologized, admitting she had done nothing wrong and that there was no valid warrant. But the harassment did not stop. In the weeks that followed, Ms. Parker was affected by Price's stalking her. Price would frequently park down the street from her house. He would follow her in traffic. He even appeared at her workplace. Wow. May 3rd, 2023, defendant Price returned to Ms. Parker's home without cause, loitered in the vicinity, surveilling her residence. Behavior amounted to more than stalking. It felt like intimidation to her. Price again contacted Ms. Parker, this time threatening her 78-year-old aunt by phone, stating he would, quote, bust her screen door down. He was acting as a rogue law enforcement officer and color of law. I have to pause there. There's more, Michael, but it doesn't sound rogue at all. Not in this little jurisdiction.
Yeah, and
where you have a judge.
I mean, everyone seems rogue here, right? They're all going with their own agenda with no regard for what the law dictates or that magistrate is just lazy, right? And they defer and believe whatever the police officer is saying to them. This is stalking. This is frightening. I mean, this is not just and stalking is threatening implicitly. So that's what's going on here, and no one is step. I mean, I will continue listening to the story. I read it, but as you share it with us, I think it's important to understand that these things have to have an arc, or otherwise they just go straight, and this happens again and again and again and again.
Yeah. And so why? Who's doesn't have institutional control here? Well, this may give you an idea. This was hardly an isolated incident, the claim states, but more like a long established pattern approved by Sheriff Ed Gonzalez.
Oh,
That's the allegation. Good sheriff there. In the picture, he seems like a good guy, but that's just a picture.
well, he's got a
And then there's the
flag.
lawsuit.
Yeah,
Yeah, believes a patriot, right?
sure.
According to the lawsuit, the HCSO deputies average about 1,800 arrests per year, according to public records. About 5% of its arrests are unlawful false arrests without probable cause. Over 83% of the arrests without probable cause are against, well, this is interesting,
Oh yeah, tell me.
African American, Black, or Latino Hispanic.
Wait, what
A
was the
state
sheriff's last
average.
name though? What was his
Yeah,
last name?
Gonzalez.
Can't be true.
The system wins, Michael.
Yeah.
It's about the system. There's more. Steady average since 2018 until present, and there is no retraining or discipline for intentional false arrest. This is a clear pattern of violation of equal protection. There was a culture of silence, concealment, toleration of such conduct, and there was a failure to train, resulting in the unreasonable force and false arrest. Now Parker is suing Price, Parker, and Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez for allowing a long-running pattern to violate the rights of Black and Hispanic citizens for almost a decade. And despite having to remain in jail for 3 days, there's no record of her arrest listed in the Harris County online court system, which is one reason why her attorney refers to the arrest as a kidnapping. Price conspired with other law enforcement officers to carry out this illegal kidnapping and false imprisonment, causing her to miss returning to work on Friday. Remember, that's what the claim states. And I am just dumbfounded by this. It is a kidnapping. And the only reason he's called Defendant Price, Michael, is because it's a civil suit. This is mafiosa behavior. You're threatened, you're followed, you're stalked. Maybe the mob would have been a little quicker in their execution of it, so to speak.
Right.
I mean, but
But
this
also
is
when you
bananas.
have the backing of the only people that matter, it doesn't matter what you do, right? I mean, if you have the sheriff backing you and you have the magistrate backing you, then that's saying, hey, just have at it. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Um, and then we'll tell you that it's fine. We'll cover for you.
It
That's
would be like a president who'd captured the court and Congress breaking the law or ignoring court orders and judges.
But could that ever happen?
We won't know,
I
hopefully,
guess
because again, this is America.
right.
And remember,
Right.
we aren't perfect, but we aspire to be a more perfect union, and we have laws. And there's that thing. Where's my copy of the Constitution? Because I haven't read it in a little while. I haven't had the need.
Right.
But these places exist.
Yeah.
They exist. And I don't understand. Well, I do understand. Isn't it our fault? We've talked this whole show about people in uniform, others, politicians. What about us, we the people? If I live in Harris County, even if I've never been arrested, why do I let this stand?
Right. I mean, that's the eternal question in a way, right? Why? How can you sit on that couch and listen to Brian Kilmeade and not interrupt him and say, no,
Thank
we're
you.
not going to kill homeless people, right? It's just because people go on with their days, just like those two people went on with whatever that segment was on Fox News. And fortunately, not everybody does. And there are people that thankfully step in and bring this to light and hopefully try and make it better next time or correct this. So Yeah, it's a frustrating thing. Why don't people do it? But I'm guilty of it too sometimes. I see
Me
injustice
too,
and
but
I don't, run out the door. So
it's true. Um, but I wonder if we've now moved more into, it's not just about complacency, it's more about the fear,
yeah, I agree. Fear and hopelessness too. I think that that's the problem, right?
Nothing's
Is
gonna
that,
change.
that nothing's going to change, which I
Mm.
guess breeds complacency, but you're right.
I think we need to send you down to Harris County to investigate what else they're doing
I
there.
will, yeah. I'll pass on Houston if that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you can conduct some Zoom interviews because 'cause I'm not sure you'd make it back.